立法會主席。
請議員就座。發言，石禮謙議員就政府帳目委員會第65號報告書向本會發言。石禮謙議員。
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of the Public Accounts Committee, I have the honor to table our report number 65 today. Out of the 10 chapters covered by the Directors of our Audit, report number 65, the committee has decided to hold hearings on 4 chapters that contain more serious allegations of irregularities or shortcomings. The committee has also studied the other 6 chapters by asking the relevant bureau, departments, and public organizations to provide written replies on their measures to address the inadequacies raised in the Director of Audit's report. As the replies were satisfactory, no public hearing was conducted for these 6 chapters. Regarding the issues relating to Shine Scale Center raised in Chapter 10 of the Director of Audit's report, the committee has also conducted a visit to the center at Pakfulam, run by the Vocational Training Council. Through the visit, the committee members could better understand whether the training programs conducted by the Center for Persons with Disabilities are value for money. I would like to briefly report to the Council on the committee's conclusions and recommendations on the 4 chapters that contain more serious allegations of irregularities or shortcomings. The first 2 subjects studied by the committee are related. They are the administration's effort in managing municipal solid waste, hereafter known as MSW, and the reduction and the recycling of food waste, which is a type of MSW. For the management of MSW, the committee expresses alarm and finds it unacceptable that the Environment Bureau and the Environment Protection Department lack the determination to execute the action plans to manage MSW in a professional and effective manner. This is reflected in their failure in meeting all the main waste management targets set in 2005 and in providing accurate and complete information, such as the remaining serviceable lives of the landfills and the estimations of the MSW generation quantities and its recovery rates, to the Legislative Council to facilitate the discussion on the MSW management strategy. The committee urges the administration to consider developing a new and realistic blueprint in view of the inadequacies set up in the report of the committee and the Director of Audit. For the food waste issue, the committee expresses great dissatisfaction and disappointment that the Environmental Bureau and the EPD have only taken piecemeal actions to address the problem. EPD has not taken timely and proactive actions to monitor the effectiveness of the food waste campaign. There is also a lack of coordination from EPD to solicit support from other government departments to lead by example in reducing food waste. The committee expresses great dissatisfaction and again finds it unacceptable that EPD has not implemented the Organic Waste Treatment Facility Phase 1 project in a responsible and professional manner. EPD significantly underestimated the project costs when it consulted the relevant panel of the Legislative Council in 2010. Due to retendering of the project arising from the higher-than-expected tender prices received, the commissioning of the Phase 1 project have been delayed from 2013 to 2017. During this period, the food waste have been and would be disposed of at the landfills. The committee urges the administration to foster a cultural shift and engage the whole community's effort in reducing food waste. An effective system for separating, collecting, and transporting sufficient food waste to the organic waste treatment facilities will be essential for their successful operation. The third subject, Mr. President, I will briefly report is the committee's concern about the use and disposal of vacant school premises. The committee expresses grave dismay and finds it unacceptable that the Education Bureau and the Lands Department had not managed the allocate the vacant school premises under their respective purviews effectively for meeting different needs of the society. The database maintained by the Education Bureau on the vacant school premises is not comprehensive and useful to facilitate the effective management of the premises. The committee urges the Education Bureau to update the vacant school premises database and formulate a policy on the allocation and use of such premises. The last subject is on matters relating to the operation of the Hong Kong Post. The Hong Kong Post is obliged to provide general post services for the public at an affordable price. As a trading fund since 1995, it enjoys flexibility in deploying the revenue on a self-financing basis. But as a government department, it also needs to follow government rules and regulations. The committee expresses concern that this dual role of the Hong Kong Post will undermine the efficiency of its operation. The committee urges the Secretary for Commerce and Economic Development and Postmaster General to review the operation mode of the Hong Kong Post and explore measures to provide enhanced flexibility to facilitate the Hong Kong Post operation. Lastly, I wish to record my appreciation of the contribution made by members of the committee. Our gratitude goes to witnesses who attended the hearings held by the committee. I would also like to express our gratitude to the Director of Audit and his colleagues for their unfailing support. Last but not least, I'd like to thank the Secretariat for their hard work. Thank you, Mr. President.
無立法效力嘅議案辯論，致謝議案。梁君彥議員係會動議